What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Dragon's Universe Lost Dragon Ball. Now, if you haven't heard or seen the update yet, they did release new skins for Super Saiyan 3 Broly and also Toppo. They also have new divine domains for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Cell, Kid Buu, which I'm really excited about, so we can go check that out. It's up to D6, so we're going to go and see right now what we need to do. We can unlock this Supreme Kai's Blessing, so we're going to do that fight right now. And I'm going to go into the moves a little shortly after this fight. But for this fight, I definitely recommend either throwing your characters, like separate them a little bit, just because you're going against Kid Buu, so he is going to hit that row. So what I did do is just throw a Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the back row, so that when Kid Buu does do his ultimate, like right now, he's just going to hit that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So I put more of a weaker character in that back row to absorb that hit. So it's pretty smart to do. I definitely recommend it. It isn't too hard of a fight, honestly, if you have your BUU'S upgraded or even your Super Saiyan 3 Goku upgraded. But luckily I do have a couple of these characters obviously upgraded. And this is honestly a pretty good fight. I'm actually really excited again that they do finally have new, little additions to the moves that we're going to show right after this fight. But pretty much this is going to be an easy cleanup. So there we go. So we did unlock the Supreme Kai Blessing right there. Now I'm going to show the moves really quickly. You do have to get it to D4 max, so it's called Max Deformed Light. So he has a 36% chance of inflicting a soul burn status. And it additionally increases 12% control immunity rate for villain warriors. So again, this definitely helps if he's on a villain team. I know that I don't know if Jurin counts as an evil character, but look at that animation right here. So pretty dope. Now I definitely want to go into the ultimate move, Max Super Splintering Blaster. So I believe he still attacks the back row. He has a 65% chance of inflicting a soul burn status on every target while having a 40% chance of silencing them. So that is pretty crazy if it does attack or like affect every character, even though it doesn't damage them all, and has a 25% chance to inflict a soul burn status, which is pretty good. That is the animation right there. And also reduces their critical resistance by 20%, so we're going to be able to do more criticals, which at least how I interpret it. So that is pretty good. Now we're going to try and upgrade this. We're going to need a book, I believe. I have a whole bunch of shards just sitting around, but we are going to need more of the badges and the esotericas if we're going to want to get these moves to, D4 max, D6 max. So it is going to be a grind. Now you can either get them by two ways, at least I know of, from the gear shard chests, or even an event like redeeming your popsicles for the badge or an esoterica. So I already did buy some stamina, so I'm going to go into the elite stage and just farm up 3 of the stages they have of Kid Buu, and that usually gets me around like 2 or 3 shards a day. Nothing too crazy, but it does add up over the week. You end up with like 10 shards of Kid Buu, which then you can use for that divine domain, and then the rest of the stamina I'm going to actually use temporarily to try and upgrade him to Orange 2. That way we can actually increase his stats and make it him better. Now this is the item discount. Now besides those 2 methods that I did say of getting the badges, you can also go to the item discount when they do have it open, and you can spend 3,000 Dragon Stones for this Enormity Badge Morrow. So I was definitely weighing the pros and cons. I'm actually probably going to wait until another event comes out. I believe September 10th they are having a time limited warrior, so I don't know if they will have an exchange event, but I really do hope they do. It might be Kefla and a few other characters, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Right there I have been also redeeming for the Kid Buu instead of the Jurin, just because I do want to show you guys more footage of the Kid Buu's new moves. Right here, Cell also got new divine domains. You see his explosive bash. He reduces anger points by 500, and this max solar Kamehameha is really cool. He has a 40% chance of silencing targets. It also increases 15% defense and 30% control immunity rate for allies in the column where Cell is. So I believe that is the character behind Cell. I don't know if Cell also gets that 15% defense buff. That'd be pretty cool. But definitely if you're a free-to-play player and you have some Cell shards laying around, they did upgrade his divine domain to D8, or at least that's what they said. So now right here for the Kid Buu, I believe we have to upgrade the Super Saiyan 3 to Purple 3. Super Saiyan 3 Goku to Purple 3 or Purple 4. So definitely, it does kind of stink if you don't use the character as much, but it will pay off in the long run. So right now you're going to see me, we're going to be upgrading the Super Saiyan 3 Goku to Purple 3 or 4. just to meet all the requirements. We might have to use some awakening shards to upgrade his gear. I know right here we have to get his war souls up because we have to unlock the Kai's blessing, but in order to unlock the Kai's blessing, we have to unlock the Kami's blessing, so it's a whole thing. So we're going to upgrade him a little bit, get him to like level 61, maybe even level 63. Now we do have to upgrade his war souls to level 30, so it is going to take quite a bit of resources using those war souls. So right here we do get him to purple 4, which is one of the requirements. Now we can go to the war soul. I'm going to speed this up just because, you know, it's pretty much boring. But yeah, there we go. So we get his 3 skills or 3 war souls to level 30 and can, you know, combined. So all of them being level 10, obviously. Now we're going to go back to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku right here. So now we're able to do this fight. Now, I honestly did, early on in the game, I did look into this Super Saiyan 3 Goku being a viable character because he is a great support unit. And when he dies, if you have his Divine Domain upgraded enough, he gives a 30% defensive bonus to characters in the front row. So definitely if you pair him with Jiren or Gatai Zamasu, that would definitely be an incredible boost, but he does have to die in order for it to go into effect. Now I did also have to use these ABT 14 shards, which I would have liked to use on the Kid Buu, but because we can't progress with Kid Buu until we upgrade the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I had to use those shards or have to wait a little bit longer and farm up him. So I decided to just use the shards right away because I do want to give you guys great content and show you more of the Kid Buu. So the quicker we can get his book and his badge, we can upgrade the Kid Buu's moves and finally showcase it in arena fight. Make sure to please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Feel free to drop a comment down below. As always, thank you guys for your support. I'm definitely liking this game, especially as a free-to-play player. The grind is definitely worth it for me. And you see we're using more of these ABT 14 shards, unfortunately, but we have to do what we got to do. We got to upgrade other characters to enable more upgrades of a character that you really want. Now, going back in the, I think, last episode or two, we were upgrading the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He still is at 4-star because obviously I can't put those ABT 14 shards into him because we're doing upgrades on the Divine Domain of the Kid Buu. So there we go. We have almost the Kai's Blessing. I'm going to quickly cut to the chase where I take off moves from like Gatai Zamasu and just throw it on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I believe his medium and basic moves after the total level 200, which we did right here. So now he's going to be able to do this Kai's Blessing, which we can do the fight. And now I recommend just putting your best hitter in the back row. It was optional to throw the Super Saiyan 3 Goku in there, but I just decided to do it anyway. So again, this should be a pretty simple fight just because our hit is pretty high level. I wouldn't be surprised if we take it out in the first round right here. But like I said again, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a pretty good character, especially if you can get him to 6 or 7 star just because he is an SS character. So definitely maybe if you're able to get him in the Best of Cosmos. I haven't really seen too many people still use him in his in the main arena fights just because more people have SSS characters, but still. There we go, we finally get the Kai's Blessing unlocked. Now we can go back into the Kid Buu and unlock this Destruction God's Blessing. So now, beautiful right here, we can bring 5 characters into this fight. This will be a little bit tougher fight, obviously, because this is the Destruction God's Blessing. So I'm going to throw Kid Buu in the back row and have my 2 other Buus in the front row just tanking. Now, what's cool about Buu Gotenks is that he buffs Majin Buu's or Fat Buu's attack with his passive skill. So, you know, it's not much damage, but an extra 8 to 10% of Majin Buu's attack will do a little bit more damage. And right here, this Kid Buu will damage our back row, but our Kid Buu tanked that pretty well. And luckily, 3 out of these 5 characters are pretty well upgraded, so I'm not really too worried, especially our Kid Buu. He used to be our main hitter. Kind of want to get back to that, but Gatai Zamasu is pretty much still in the spotlight for that. Now, let me know what you guys think about the new update. I don't have Broly, but I know a few people are really excited about getting the new skins. I know once you max out the Divine Domain 8, you get the new skin change for Broly and also Topo, which is pretty good. They're also both great characters to have. So there we go. We unlock the Destruction God's Blessing. We get it to level 1. Now, to get the Angel's Blessing, we will have to get the previous blessing to level 4, but that's not too bad. We have a good amount of shards here that we can farm up for the future. So, but the main priority is definitely getting that D5 and D6 Divine Domains unlocked. Now, I will be putting the rest of those APT 14 shards that we have into the Kid Buu. to then give us more shards of Kid Buu to use in the Divine Domain. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what more of his ultimate, or at least the D6 ability, will turn into. The D4 ability looks pretty similar to what it already was. So I'm just going to skip this right here because we needed some gold. We were short on gold because it does cost quite a few amount of gold to upgrade the Divine Domains right here. So we get almost 1.2 million gold, which is really nice. Now I'm going to go back into the Divine Domain and see if we can upgrade a few more. Now the thing is, with the Divine Domain, it does cost millions. We were also upgrading the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, so that also took into effect of why we couldn't upgrade more of the Kid Buu, because that's where we had to get more gold. But right here, we do need that badge, so I will be waiting, like I said, until an exchange event comes out, and that will be definitely beneficial for us because we have a whole bunch of other shards like popsicles and other things like that. Now I am going to do this chest opening. We're going to use 5 keys. Now we do have to get really lucky here if we're going to get it. So we already opened 3, 4. We got an Awakening Stone, which is pretty nice, and some Shenron Crystals. So no luck there. It is probably really rare to get it. Now I'm going to open some of these things in my bag real quick. See, open a gold chest. Get some gold. Definitely need that. Go to this chest over here. Get some more gold. Silver chest. Get some Shenron Crystals. Pretty nice. Use those tokens for Jiren. Now those crossover alliance badges, we can definitely use that for either BUU'S or potentially getting red moves. Let me know in the comments below what you guys exchange for those for. I've been doing both. I've been some days getting 5 shards of BUU'S, other days opening those 2 chests for the red moves. But it is a grind. Definitely it would be helpful to get BUU'S for the links of some of the characters we have. Let me know if you also think I should throw in BUU'S if we do get him one day. But yeah, so for this Destruction God Blessing, we can upgrade it to level 2, so it gets more of a basic stat increase, but no moves change, so we do have to upgrade the D4 and D6 with either badge or Esoterica. So yeah, once again, these are the moves of the Kid Buu, which is pretty good. He's going to be even better on a villain team with Janemba and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode of Dragon Xenoverse Lost Dragon Ball. I hope you all enjoyed the content, and I'm excited for what's to come with this Kid Buu. And as always, I'm out. Later.